Alama, 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 Isolare, Dadaí, Selmas, Alama, Alama, Ilare, Alama, 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 Selmas. Selmas, Alama, Alama, Umbis, Selmas, Umbis, Hilare, Alama, Umbis. Hilare, Selmas, Alama, Selmas. Oklema, Isa, Alama, Lare, Okay, Lare. Alama,
Yeah.
Me encomendamos al Señor de los Milagros. Rezamos con fervor. Y un día el milagro se hizo. Lo operamos y mira cómo corre ahora. Corre como una bala. Y es recontra bueno. Un día te invito para que lo veas jugar. Pero mira, pasemos a otra cosa y continuemos jugando. Vamos, pues. Me debes una.
Pero no te pongas a llorar.
No, si tú pareces ¿Qué?
Ese pendejo le dijo que fuiste tú quien lo mandó. Que le dijo que te diga que te cuidara, ¿no? Que esto no se iba a quedar así.
¿Cuánto? ¿Estaba con alguien más?
Dicen que con dos, ¿no? Que parecían medios mancos, pero estaban con una máquina, pe.
El soplón es tu pata.
Sí, es mi causa. Pero así no es, pe. ¿Cómo te va a tratar? ¿Sí o no?
Métele punta.
¿Qué?
¿Estás conmigo o estás con él?
Contigo, penegro.
Claro. Carajo. ¿Nadie puede con ese panto? Entonces yo ando con una sarta de mancos.
Tira su bronca, penegro. Dice que quiere agarrarse contigo. Que ya viene.
Mucha finta me hacen. Que venga, pe. A ver quién es el más bravo. Juega.
Hola, negro.
Habla, Danielito. Oye, ¿qué hace por acá?
Estaba buscando a Carlos. Pensé que podía encontrarlo por aquí.
No lo he visto.
Qué raro. No lo encuentro por ninguna parte. Ni siquiera me contesta el celular. La viejita murió y él... Sí. Bueno, tú ya lo conoces. Es capaz de hacer cualquier cosa.
No sabía nada, hermano. Lo siento mucho. Pero no te preocupes, yo te ayudo a buscarlo.
Mira, te dejo mi número. Cualquier cosa que pase me llamas.
Yo te aviso.
Gracias.
Cuídate.
Nos vemos.
¿Te has enterado lo que dicen los noticieros?
¿Qué?
Que hay un frío en los enfrentamientos de las barras.
No lo conozco, ¿eh?
Que dicen que ha sido una gallina.
Está bien, carajo. A ver si regresan.
Oye. Pero esta vez perdimos, ¿eh?
Esta, nada más. La próxima le devolvemos la visita.
Alamas, Bombis, Oklema, Alamas, Hilare, Alamas, Isa, Alamas, Bombis, Zelkanta, Zelkanta, Bombis, Oklema, Zelkanta. Bombis.
Attack the town now. Give me some stone. Give me some stone. Attack them now. Attack them now.
Fury, bombus. Broken, bombus.
Yes. Start the game already. Hey, I'm in your town. Start the game already. No. Your attempts are futile. I need food. Oh yeah.
Thomas, Thomas, Thomas. Darai, Alamas, 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 Yuri, Alamas, Bombis, Darai,
Yes. Yes. No. I need food.
Never. Andy's a regular player there? I recall him as a platinum player, and he was a. I bet that I joined 2 before now and I can kill Andy. Pretty easy. You can also join us, Cheesy. We just need one player. I think Mac might even uninstall the game. I did before, but he won't listen. He wants to play at the end. AOE4 games are too long, to be honest. Are way too long. I enjoy playing 2.0 games here, being Assyrian or Yamato. So I play with the fastest zip, the fast game, and I finish Nubkan very easy. In AOE4 I have to wait to get some players. I don't even know how the player base is. It has increased or decreased. Top 1000. Diamond 3. I think he never reached Conqueror 1, right? Come on. Jose, you know 2TC not possible anymore. There is a lot of these ones. I bet I can play 2TC versus Andy. I don't care what you all say. And how many zips they add?
Rogan? Alamos. Alamos. Oklema. Alamos. Zokanta. Zokanta. Alamos. Pilare. Alamos. Zokanta. Alamos.
I didn't see. Fuck, I'm chatting. So you're still playing, you're just not playing the right game.
Rogan?
What's up? You want to play? Oh no. I don't know what else can I do. It's like okay. I think you can hear me clear now. It's maybe a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, I didn't check. It's because I don't use my microphone a lot. I don't really use it a lot. Only because it's you, I'm doing it now. Solo quería ser y tenía. Ah, no, solo tenía ser y quería. Agua. What, is there any other lobby? No. So you play? No! Fuck. Let's click. Fucking game. Well, fucking mouse. Oh, I'm Edge. Ah, fuck. Fucking magma is distracting me. I didn't even check I was winning. How the fuck do I wall this now when I'm getting rushed? I hope they rush mid. Go, 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 go. I think I lost reveals here.
Give me some stone.
Fucking noob. What?
Yes. Attack them now. Oh yeah.
Why the fuck does he defend though?
Attack them now.
Actually, it's probably gonna be right what Tourney said, that he could kill me all day. I eat. see that. I hope Bill is going iron ore. We have fun. This is the problem. I eat this 43 bills, yes. He ain't booming.
¿Qué es eso?
La maleta de I'm very excited about your journey into the lightweight division.
Who would be my next opponent?
Islam. 100%. That's the fight to make.
You say that you are the world champion, you're gonna keep dominating the division.
Excited about your journey into the lightweight division.
Who would be my next opponent?
Islam. I'm very excited about your journey into the lightweight division.
Who would be my next?
Very excited about your journey into the lightweight division.
Who would be my next opponent?
Islam. 100%. That's the fight to make.
You say that you are the world champion, you're gonna keep dominating the division. I'm here, you can't keep avoiding me all the time. I just touch his head and it will explode. In the division, I'm here, you can't keep avoiding me all the time. I just touch his head and it will explode. That will be a great fight.
Would you walk around at
180?
If you're saying you're 180 pounds, you're not really 145. Islam Makhachev is huge. He's thick and big. I mean, he's not a small, he's not a 155-pound man.
I don't care. If Islam decides that he doesn't want to fight me, you're gonna have to fight me.
And I'm very excited about your journey into the...
And then I started with the professional game. I did 4 fights in Spain, and at some point it was so difficult to find a fight for me that I had to start to travel in the European territory to get a fight. Yeah, and everything started from that.
But it's fascinating because a lot of world champions generally, well, there's a good percentage of them come from an established gym that already has elite high-level competition. But it seems like that's not the case with your gym.
No, it wasn't. So I don't know. I don't know what was the reason, to be honest, to came this far. I don't know.
Well, that's always the question with champions. Like, are champions born or are they bred? Because there's gyms that develop, like Marvin Hagler came out of the Petronelli Brothers gym in Brockton, Massachusetts. They're not known for world championship fighters, but Marvin Hagler is one of the greatest of all time. It's like there was something inside of him that made him excel.
The same thing. There was something inside me that made me the person who I am today.
Did you know when you first started training, when you first started doing MMA, that you were going to fight professionally?
Yeah, since the first day. So my mindset always was the same, exactly the same as I have right now. I'm like, if someone did it, I also can do it. And if no one did it, I can be the first one to do it. This is the mindset I always had. And it's like, yeah, that I think that the champion they are not born, they are made also, because you can burn in a extraordinary situation, but you can end up so bad, you know, and the opposite also. You can burn in a, I don't know, crazy situation and end up in a paradise.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thing because all champions are not the same type of person either. You know, you've got guys like Sugar Sean O'Malley, who's silly and smokes weed and has crazy hair. And then you got guys like Alex Pereira, very stoic, you know, very serious. It's everyone's different.
He's very serious.
Very
met
serious.
him in Sydney. I went with my brother because he made his UFC debut. And yeah, he was kind of quiet, like.
Yeah, he's intense.
Yeah. He's so serious.
Yeah, he's intense. I remember watching him fight for the first time in Glory in kickboxing, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Just watch the way he KOs people. I was like, this guy is different.
Huge.
Yeah.
Great.
Crazy power. His power is just ridiculous. I mean, like, hit guys with
Who
big
do you
blocking.
love watching fight?
I love watching you fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a giant fan. I like all styles, man. I'm fascinated by the game in all different styles. I mean, I like watching all the champions. I mean, I love watching Marab fight. He's a fucking animal.
He's the machine. I love him.
He's an animal.
He's
I
an
mean,
animal.
I just don't understand that cardio. His cardio is fucking crazy. It's like superhuman cardio.
And I'm going to tell you something about Murab that surprised me. That maybe you see him in the mat, and he's not the most special guy, the most skillful guy in the room. But I don't know what happens to him when he gets inside that octagon. Wow, that man is a fucking machine.
He's a fucking machine.
Right now you ask me who I love to watch fight, that's Merab. I would take my money. When he's fighting in the pay-per-view right now, at this, I'm like, bro, take my money.
Well, I love Umar too. Umar, that fight was incredible. That was one of the best fights I've ever seen because they're so skillful, so high level. And, to see him make Umar start to wilt, to see Umar, you see the wobble when guys start getting fatigued. You see there's a little bit of loose movement in the way, you see that. Merab had none. Zero. Just shooting like he was in the first round and the fifth round.
Because this is what I exactly think that happens to Umar. Because you see Merab from outside, you are sitting and you are seeing him training or fighting, and you're like, he's not going to be able to take me down. He's not going to be able to do that to me. And then you get inside that octagon with him, and everything changes.
Yeah.
It's like you have a machine in front of you who has non-stop.
Daniel Cormier went to visit him right after he won the title. Daniel Cormier went to his house on Sunday.
Yeah.
Merab wasn't home. He was out running.
Yeah?
He won the title on Saturday. Daniel went to his house on Sunday. Merab's out running.
Wow, he's crazy. He came to Spain also to help me once when I had the training camp. I was supposed to fight with Moso. He came to help me. Crazy. The same exactly. We were finishing the training. He was going for a run. He was going actually to his house running.
Yeah, there's no shortcuts.
No, there's no shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
But to answer your question, I'm fascinated by all the different styles. I like watching everybody fight. I love Volkanovski. I love watching him fight this past weekend. And
he's so great. I was so happy for him this Saturday because he really deserved to get that title back.
Does it bother you to see someone win your title?
No, not that.
You good?
I'm good.
You're I'm good?
I'm good. Happy for him.
You established, you won, you defended.
I won, I defended. Right now I have completely different challenge in front of me. I wish him nothing but the best, and to everyone. I wish the best wins all the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. What about Paddy Pimblett, though?
He did a great job.
He did a great job.
He did what he had to do.
He did.
But for me, it's I'm gonna be completely honest with you. For me, Chandler, he never was a extraordinary fighter. He was average level of fighter. Who did he beat in the UFC?
Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson.
Dan Hooker. Yeah.
Dan Hooker's a good fighter. Dan Hooker had that war with Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier is a very good fighter.
How many losses he had?
He's got a few losses. Yeah.
He's a good fighter, very entertaining fighter.
Yeah.
For the fans.
He's a wild dog.
Yeah, he's a dog. He goes inside that octagon and he fights. But yeah.
I think he's on a resurgence. I think, he had a skid for a while, and now he's rebuilding himself, and he's on a resurgence. You're smiling. Look at you, motherfucker.
So he beat Dan Hooker and Tony Ferguson when he was almost 4 years old.
I think, honestly, we got Michael Chandler after his prime. If you go watch Michael Chandler fight Eddie Alvarez in Bellator, those were fucking crazy fights. Crazy fights.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you see wars.
Yes.
It's a very competitive fight.
Yes.
You see almost a bar fight. You see two guys in the middle of the octagon exchanging punches, but you don't see technique. You don't see skills. You see a great fight because as a fans, it's a very entertaining to watch fights like that. But if you really think about it, it's you don't see skills in that fight. You don't see someone trying to take you down, control you, some great submissions, great transitions. I don't know, in striking. You see a guy that he's looking for a combination. He's looking for his moment, creating a spaces. You don't see I don't know.
I see what you're saying. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's the end of tax season, and I know by now you all are probably sick of numbers. But there's one more expense we need to talk about, and that's how much you're investing in your well-being. The cost of traditional therapy can be outrageous, between $100 and $250 a month or even more. So, how do you get the help you need without blowing your monthly budget? Use BetterHelp. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you money and time. It could even help you save up to 50% per session, and you still get quality care. Therapy is a good tool everyone can use. Whether you've experienced a major trauma or not, it can teach you valuable skills you can use in your everyday life, like how to better manage all that stress tax season brings, or how to communicate better with your partner, or even how to be more mindful. Use BetterHelp to work towards your goals at a reasonable cost. It's also more convenient since everything is online. It's easier to work in a therapy session no matter how hectic your schedule gets. And as one of the largest online therapy platforms, BetterHelp has access to thousands of therapists with all sorts of specialties, so you can find the right fit for you. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/JRE to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JRE. So it's not as tactical or technical.
Exactly.
It's just wild dogs.
It's just wild dogs.
I mean, that's why Michael Chandler's so popular, because he fights like a wild dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You need the guys also like him.
But I would never recommend my friend to fight like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I never would recommend to someone, watch this guy and learn something.
Right. Learn, yeah. It's like, he's so entertaining, but sometimes it's best to not be as entertaining and just to be better.
Exactly.
Yeah, and shut people down.
At the same time, you don't have to be Bilal.
Right. I see what you're saying. But Bilal, I think, gets too much bad rap. Like Bilal, when he beat up Sean Brady, that was very entertaining. And Sean Brady's very good. You know, I think Bilal just does what it takes to win. And when you're in a division, and also like he didn't really have a background in wrestling at the level that a lot of these guys did. He had to develop that over time.
Yeah, but there are two type of champions for me. Like there are champions who prepare themselves to win, and there are the other ones who prepare themselves to dominate. I prepare myself not to win because I know that I'm gonna win. I want to win in fashion. I want to dominate. I want to maul people. I want people to be entertained. I want people to be like, wow, I'm happy that I spent the money this Saturday night going watch this guy. This is what I want.
Yeah, someone was talking about that recently on Instagram. I don't remember who the coach was, but he was talking about levels of athletes. That there's people that train to compete, there's people that train to win, and then there's people that train to dominate, to be the greatest of all time.
Exactly.
And there's a different mindset. There's a never satisfied, always improving mindset that the great champions have.
All the time. I want the people to be entertained all the time. Like when actually I started with the MMA, I was like recording myself all the sparrings, and after that I was rewatching my sparring. I was like, will I pay my money to watch this? What do I have to change in my game to be more entertained? And this is how I was like looking myself all the time. I was very critical with myself. And this is how I develop. And all the time I go inside the octagon, I don't go there just to win. You know what I mean? I want everyone to be like, wow, what he just did. How he did it. He was the greatest of all time, and he made him look easy.
Yeah.
This is what I want. I want to change the game, you know, the people to I want you to say, your friend, watch this guy and learn something.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. So far, you're right? So far, so good. And now a new journey into the lightweight division. You know, I don't understand why they won't just book you and Islam. There's many times that I wish I was running the UFC. I would change so many different things. That would be one of the first things I would change. Like, book that fight right away.
You would do some fights also in Mars, I'm sure.
I would probably.
We all go with the Starship.
I got some wacky ideas. I don't even think they should fight in a cage.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the cage is an unnecessary. I think it's an unnecessary element in fighting. Like to push someone against something or to be able to get up from something. I don't think it's necessary. I think they should be in like a basketball court. Like a basketball court that's matted up. Have a big space. Have a warning track where you can't, if you go outside the warning track too many times, you could lose points. And so when someone takes you down, you have to actually get up. I also think at the end of a round, like say if you got a guy mounted at the end of the round, you start the next round mounted on him.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think
course.
because why would you give him the advantage of getting up when he never got up? He never
Exactly.
got up.
Never get
You
up.
have to earn a get up. You have to stand up by yourself.
I love it. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Actually.
No stand-ups ever. No stand-ups unless someone commits a foul. Like if someone commits a foul and you want to stand them up and take a point away, that's fine. But if the guy's at the bottom and he commits a foul, if a guy's in the bottom and he gouges someone's eyes on purpose, take a point away, put him right back in the same spot.
Wow.
Because otherwise, like say if you're fighting a guy like Alex Pereira, who's never taking anybody down, he's just gonna strike with you, right?
Okay.
Why would you let him back up again and have the
You wouldn't.
advantage of him standing up again?
Yeah.
The beginning of the round, he starts standing up again. Now you got to take him down again.
But also, you don't think that it's a part of the show?
It is
Also-
part of the show, but I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I'm a hardcore fan. I'm a
Yeah.
purist. I think it should be about fighting, about elite fighting. And elite fighting is you got to get up. Like if a wrestler takes you down and he just does this to you and it's not entertaining. But if he can do that to you, that's tough shit. That's
But
what he did.
You would change also the time range, like, or you would leave a 3 rounds
I
of
think
5 minutes with
The,
1 minute
the
rest.
good thing about 5-minute rounds, is it's sustainable and guys can fight at a high pace. If you had like just
15
one
minutes.
15-minute round, guys would be exhausted, and the end of it would be sloppy. It wouldn't be the same. The pace would be much slower. It wouldn't be as good. So I think there's nothing wrong with rounds, but I think it's one fight. It's not 5 fights. So why does he stand up at the end of every round? I think if a guy takes you down and he's got you mounted with like trapped an arm and he's punching your ribs trying to secure an arm triangle, why does he get to stand up again?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
Especially if he's a striker and you wasted
Exactly.
all that energy to get him to the ground and you got so close to cinching up a submission and then all of a sudden he's back on his feet again.
Then clink, you have to stand up.
And he didn't even
Start
earn it.
again. Yeah.
Start him right back down there. No cage, no stand-ups. No stand-ups ever. If everybody boos, tough shit. Go watch baseball.
That's true.
Go watch something else.
You wouldn't like to see at some point the world championships in mixed martial arts, like for example, let's say the 7 best fighters from the United States in every weight class against 7 best fighters from, I don't know, from China or from Russia.
Yeah, I would love that.
The best flyweight against the best flyweight from the United States. And you do that, and you have 7 fights because you have 7 weight divisions. And if you win 4 weight divisions, that country won.
Yeah.
That will be fun also.
That would be great. That's a great idea. I love that idea. Yeah, I think that idea sounds really good. And also, there is a bit of an issue, right, with the UFC being the premier organization for martial arts. The UFC is like, if you're not a champion in the UFC, no one thinks of you as a world champion.
Yeah.
Like, you're a world champion. World champion. Someone can fight in the PFL and they can say, oh, it's the PFL world champion. And everybody's like, all right, come on.
Because at the
Great
end of the
fighters,
day-
but at the end of the day,
You know that you have all the best fighters,
Right.
the best collection of fighters in the UFC.
yes, but I watch ONE FC and I watch some of those fucking animals that they have over there, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, some of these guys are good, man.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are good, and you know they're calling them ONE FC world champions. I'm like, I'd like to see them. Because some guys look real good until they fight elite talent. We've seen that before. Like some guys look like destroyers, and then they get in the UFC against guys who are just a little bit more technical, a little smarter, and they get pieced up.
What happens is that I think that in one championship, most of the time you used to fight with strikers. In the UFC, you don't know who you're gonna face next. Maybe he's a wrestler.
Right.
Maybe you're gonna fight Demian Maia,
Right.
who wants to fight you in the ground. Maybe you fight Alex Pereira. You don't fucking know. So you have to be good everywhere, and you have to be prepared for everything.
Yeah.
In one championship, maybe you are good at striking, and you can be a world champion.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, there are some good grapplers over there, but my point is, I really wish there was no organizations. I really do. I really wish it was just all the best fighters competing. Look, I love the UFC. I've been working for the UFC forever. And my loyalty is to the UFC. But I wish there was just only fighting. You know, no organizations, just like boxing is. In boxing, but the problem with boxing is it's very difficult to get these guys because they all have different promoters.
Exactly.
And if they all have the same promoter, they all get fucked when it comes to negotiation, right? If they all have the same promoter and the same managers.
You know something about soccer? No.
Yeah, I know a little bit
like
about it.
how they do like the Champions League. They have like, for example, let's say the Real Madrid. They have a team. That's why what I would do is like I would create a team against another team. For example, I have Real Madrid. I signed like the best 7 fighters in the world, whoever I want in different weight classes. And you have, for example, Barcelona. You sign the 7 best fighters in the world, around the world. You train them in one place. You do like all the strategy, and we meet each other. We do a competition like a Champions League, and we do like the whole year calendar, and the best wins. At the end, we do like the finals, and we give them the space to recover. We create like a competition between teams, not that individual people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I would do something like that.
That's a
maybe.
great idea, but the problem is I think guys get injured, guys fall out, guys
So
get sick.
that's why in soccer you have guys that in your position you always have 2 or 3 guys. That if you are injured, you have another guy that can change you, switch you. You know, between the rounds even. You are in soccer. Sometimes it happens. Someone gets injured in stadium, and they can switch them.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, at the end of the day, like imagine, say, if you get scheduled to fight Islam and Islam gets injured and Arman Sarukian takes his place or something
But
like
you
that.
are.
The NBA 82 game grind is done, and now the real fun begins. The NBA playoffs are here, and it's time for all the high stakes drama, clutch moments, and jaw dropping plays. I can't wait. If you're looking to make the playoffs even more exciting, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered as an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in games all the way through to the finals, now's your time to back your favorite players and teams as they chase glory. All season long, DraftKings has been the go-to spot for NBA player props, and that doesn't stop now. Want to make your playoff experience even more intense? Try placing a bet on your favorite player's performance. Ready to place your first bet? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, lock in your bets, and let's make this playoff run unforgettable. Here's something special for first-timers. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code ROGAN. That's code ROGAN for new customers to get $200.
Maybe I bring you Islam that I have him in my team, or also I could have Charles Oliveira in the same team. Or maybe I bring Charles Oliveira because I think that against your team, the guy you have in the lightweight division, Charles does it better.
Right. They do that with grappling, like Quintet. They do that. They have like grappling teams. Yeah, I mean that would be interesting. There's certain fighters like my main regret in MMA that we never got to see Fedor fight in the UFC when he was in his prime.
That's true.
If I could have one fight in their prime, Fedor Cain Velasquez.
Oh, that would be
in their
a great
prime.
fight.
Oh my God,
Great
in
fight.
their prime. That would have been incredible.
Great.
Incredible.
Actually, Cain was an amazing fighter.
Bro, that guy had a gas tank that was superhuman.
Yeah.
So for a heavyweight, it didn't even make any sense. You would see guys just fall apart. They would just wilt.
Pure boxing style.
Pure
also.
boxing style, great wrestling, incredible chin, and just indomitable will. Too tough for his own good, which is why he wound up, like, towards the end of his career, his body had deteriorated so much.
Yeah.
He had so many back injuries, neck injury, shoulder injury, knee injury. There was
Actually, what's going on with him? He's in jail right now. He's not.
Yeah, he got sentenced. He got sentenced to 5 years, and the judge said this was the least amount he could sentence him. He didn't want to sentence him.
Well, what happened to him? Do you know that? No.
Yes. So Cain's son was going to daycare, and there was a man who molested him at daycare. Cain found out about it, chased the man in his car, and shot at him. He tried to catch him in his car and shot at him. Cain gets arrested. Cain stayed in jail. The guy gets arrested, and he got out on bail. I don't know what's happening with the guy. I don't know if he's been sentenced yet or what. But this guy molested his son multiple times. I don't know how many times, but he did what every father would have done. If you're not a father, you do not understand the murderous rage you would have if some man molested your baby. You don't understand. You would see red in a way that no one can describe to you unless you're a parent. That fucking anger is, I mean, if there's ever a plea for temporary insanity, that's the plea. If there's ever a person who could justifiably say, I was temporarily insane, it's a father that's chasing after someone, especially a man who molests your boy.
Wow. Yeah.
Everybody understands it. Everybody understands it. He should have never gone to jail. He's not a threat to society. Like, just don't understand it. It's, I mean, the judge's hands were tied. He had to make a sentence, and this is I think the minimum amount. They were trying to give him 30 years. Yeah, for attempted murder, because he was just shooting at this guy. And obviously, when you're driving and shooting, you could miss him and kill a bystander. Well, it's very dangerous. But also, the guy was in a murderous rage for a good reason. For a good reason.
Of course.
And if he killed that guy, the world would be better off. That's my feeling.
That's
my
true.
feeling.
That's also true.
A guy like that walking around and molest children should be dead. That's just my feeling. All this thought of, I mean, there's a bunch of people on the left here in the United States that they have this crazy way of looking at pedophiles. They call them minor attracted persons. They want to make it a protected class and say it's like he was coaching at AKA and he's an amazing coach. And
we hope that they're gonna think it again, and they're gonna give him the freedom he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, I hope Trump pardons him. I mean, that's what I really hope.
I hope so
Dana
too.
makes something happen with that. Maybe that's possible. I mean, that might be the best option. But anyway, in his prime, Cain Velasquez versus Fedor. That's my biggest regret. A fight that we never got to see. Because when Fedor was fighting in Pride, and this is before the UFC was really huge, right? Because they were huge in Japan in like 2001, 2002. They were filling stadiums in Japan. When the UFC was just sort of emerging in the United States, it really hadn't hit its peak until 2005.
And why do you think that they never bring him to the UFC?
Well, they tried.
Yeah.
But I got to be careful how I say this. So Fedor was controlled by some Russian people that were very rough men.
Okay.
As it were, gangster type characters. And they had a bunch of negotiations with the UFC, but they were very unreasonable demands. Like they wanted part of the promotion. They wanted to own a piece of everything. They wanted a lot because they knew that with Fedor they had their golden ticket and they wanted to play it out as much as possible.
Okay.
And negotiations were very intense and very, very confrontational. They got bad where Dana had to up his security. It got pretty, it got heavy. Yeah. These are dangerous people. These were dangerous people. It got, I can tell you more off air. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that story.
I'll tell you more off air. You should talk to Dana about it. It got crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. They were rough
That's
dudes.
why.
Yeah.
Because I always thought, like, why they don't bring that guy to the UFC? Because it's going to be so fun for the fans.
They wanted to co-promote. They wanted to be a part of the promotion. They wanted more than they deserved. They didn't just want Fedor to get paid. They wanted to get paid. They wanted to make a lot of money, and they wanted to get their hooks into the UFC.
Got you.
Yeah, Russian gangsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it from their
crazy
perspective
how
too.
they rule like everything.
Well, Pride was run by the Yakuza, so it was Japanese gangsters and Russian gangsters. They speak the same language. It was, they got along fine. But then when they came over to the UFC was like, that's not
This is
how
not the
we
place.
do it over here. No, we'll give them a lot of money.
Yeah.
We want them to fight in the UFC, and it never took place, unfortunately.
Wow.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah, so he's about to fight again. Fedor's going to fight bare knuckle.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, I think Connor's promotion. I think
Yeah.
it's Connor's promotion, that BKFD.
Actually, do
whatever
you
his-
think he's gonna come back, Connor?
If I had a bet, no.
Yeah. No.
I don't
Why?
think he comes back. Because he hasn't come back yet, and he could have. You know, if he really wanted to, he would have been back in the gym, had a fight scheduled, drug tested, clean, training, gone through a camp, had a fight. Like, he had a broken toe before the first fight with Chandler. I understand that. Okay. Why should you fight on a broken toe, especially a guy who moves a lot like Connor? He relies on movement so much. Yeah, I get it. So heal that toe up. What's that? That's 2 months. Broken toe's 2 months.
Yeah.
And so then you're back in camp. And then you reschedule a fight, and then you fight again. But he
course.
didn't. And also partying, constant partying, all these legal problems that he has, you know, scooting around on yachts and, you know, driving around a Lamborghini. He's wealthy.
He's done.
Maybe. I mean, what's really sad is if he comes back when he's like 39 or 40 and his body just doesn't have it anymore, you know?
So right now he actually has a great opponent, Mike Chandler. He could fight him.
Right. Right. They could fight right now, yeah.
They could fight. Because if they put him against Patty, I think Patty beats him easy now.
Well,
you don't
a
think
lot
so?
of years off, right? A lot of years off. You know, on the feet, Connor's a motherfucker.
No, in the feet, he's a motherfucker. I know that. He can knock out like everyone.
If he's still the same guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's 36 now, you know? And if he's natural, also, reality. Okay, when he breaks his leg, he gets off the drug testing, right? Because he's got to do something to heal his leg quicker. So what is he going to do? Well, you're going to take steroids. So if you're going to take steroids and you're already 34-ish, your endocrine system gets fucked up by taking steroids, where your body stops producing testosterone.
Okay.
So I've had explained to me by scientists before, and essentially, say if you take
Start the
steroids
game
for 6
already.
months, you need at least 6 months before your body starts producing testosterone at a normal level again.
Okay.
Some people think it's twice as long. So that would be a year of no steroids before your body regains its natural testosterone levels. If it does, depending. If it does.
You think that if someone puts steroids in his body, he never comes back as his normal body?
Vitor Belfort is the best example of this, right? He's the best guy that we could use as an example.
But he took a bunch of steroids. He took
Luke Rockhold said when he was weighing in, when he fought him, he said, "This guy's got muscles on his fucking teeth."
Yeah, on his market. Exactly, bro.
He was shredded. But if you go back to Vitor when he fought Anderson Silva, before they had testosterone use exemptions, he didn't look like that at all.
No, he looked old, actually. He looked like his body was relaxed. Yeah,
because
like
Vitor, So this is look at the difference before you saw it and after you saw it. I mean, that is a crazy example. So when he fought Chris Weidman, his body looked soft and like his muscles look empty. They just didn't look the same, and that was just a couple of years after they fucked up with the testosterone use exemption, because what they did was they would test guys, and if you're low on testosterone, you can have a testosterone use exemption. But you could get low on testosterone in a night if you wanted to. All you'd have to do is eat a bunch of shitty food and drink and stay up all night, and your body's natural levels of testosterone would be low. So you could go get drug. You, who has normal, healthy levels of testosterone, you could wreck your body on purpose, then go get drug tested, and they say, "Oh, Ilya, you have low testosterone. I'm going to prescribe to you testosterone exemption." And so then you go and take testosterone, you become a fucking animal, and you're healthy. You don't need it. So there was a lot of guys that were taking it that didn't need it.
So you think that at this point there are guys in the UFC that are taking like steroids, let's say steroids?
I would imagine there's for sure someone doing something they're not supposed to do. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, because at this point I feel that they are so strict with the.
They are.
They are
but
so strict.
There's a lot of guys that do their camps in faraway lands, and I think that like people always used to joke around about Dagestan. You know, like try getting a USADA guy into Dagestan. You know? The moment he lands,
they did some
call everybody.
drug test in Dagestan. They test Khabib, for example, in Dagestan now.
I'm sure.
Yeah?
I'm sure they must have.
And what if someone landed
Wasn't there
from
an
USADA?
issue where some guys from USADA and Khabib's camp, they had like
They had some issue.
some issue? Yeah.
They had some. I remember
Yeah.
something like that. But
You go over there, like, and you want to get out, you got to be careful.
nah, you get that.
But I would imagine that if you want to avoid being tested all the time, like say, like if you are in America and you live in Arizona, whatever, they'll visit you all the time. They'll test you a bunch,
Yeah.
And there's some people that have been tested a bunch. They get tested a lot. And then some people that don't get tested as much. And if you're going to go and do your camp in Thailand, or you're going to go do your camp in Dagestan, or it's a lot more difficult to get to you to test you randomly.
Yeah, but they can anyway.
They
so
can.
You can trust on if they come or not.
But there's short-acting stuff. There's like when Alex Rodriguez, is that his A-Rod, right? Yeah, when he was fighting, or excuse me, when he was playing baseball, rather, they were taking gummies, testosterone gummies.
Okay.
And the testosterone literally only lasts for a few hours, and it's out of your system.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah, there's certain stuff that you can take, like EPO, that's very short-lasting, very difficult to test, very short-lasting. And there's
Yeah, in my case, I don't like that because I wouldn't feel good with myself.
right,
I'm gonna feel like I'm cheating.
right,
I don't deserve the win because I'm cheating. I'm a cheater.
right.
I can have that thought about myself all the time. When I walk inside the octagon, I feel that I didn't cheat, and I deserve the win, and that's why I'm gonna win.
Well, that's why guys like BJ Penn are so impressive, because BJ Penn was clean when everybody was cheating.
Yeah.
Because back then, it was really difficult to test. All they tested was at the weigh-ins. So at the weigh-ins, that's like an intelligence test. Like if you cheat and take steroids intelligently, by the time you get to the weigh-ins, you're going to be clean. If you do it with a doctor,
Okay.
I know camps, and I want to say the names,
No,
but they
don't say
had
that.
scientists working for the camps. And the scientists, these doctors, would study guys' blood work and make sure that they were clean by the time they got into camp or by the time they got into weigh-ins. So that when they were on the scale, they still had all the benefits of steroids, but they had no steroids in their system.
Yeah.
And their body hadn't started to deteriorate yet from the lack of steroids.
I know some camps also that they use steroids.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, for me, you can have all the muscles in the world, but if you are not mentally strong, because that's a so specific moment when you are in the backstage, you need your mind so badly. You need it more than your body sometimes. Because, as I told you, you can have all the muscles in the world, but you need this muscle as strong
Yeah.
as possible, you know?
And if you know you cheated.
And
that
if you know
muscle's
you're
gonna feel
cheating,
bad.
Start the game
that
already.
you are not in what you in reality are saying that you are.
Right, right, right.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't wanna see myself in that situation. Never.
That's a champion's mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real champion's mindset. Some guys, they just want to do anything to win. They want to do anything to win. And if they have to cheat to win, they'll cheat. They'll justify it by saying everybody cheats.
Yeah. I'm a God believer, and my mindset is like, of course I want to win. I prepare myself to win, but if he destroys my plans, it's because maybe my plans could destroy me. So I don't want to have anything because I want to have it. If he decides it, if God decides to give it to me, I accept it. I will do everything to get it because I decided from all my heart. And if he says that if I desire it, I have the faith, I will get it. So this
And the reality is, if you give everything you have and you lose, you win a lesson. And
Exactly.
you realize you're not at the level that you need to be.
there's never a lose. Or you win or you learn. And learning
Start
is also
the
a winning.
game already.
Where did you develop your mindset? Have you got any mental coaching? Did you read books on psychology?
I read a lot of books. I try to read at least 30 minutes a day, but it's every day. Every day. What you do in your daily habits, what makes the difference, right? Because we can decide our future, but we can decide our habits, and our habits decide our future.
Yes. Yeah. So, like, what kind of stuff do you read?
I read more like I read a lot of books. I love reading.
alamas, somes. Araí, alamas, umbiri, alamas, umbis. Alamas, bombas. Hiking. Somes. Umbis. Alamas. Alamas. Rogan? Alamas. Rogan? Alamas. Umbis. Alamas. Rogan? Alamas. Umbis. Oklema? Alamas. Umbis. Alamas. Isa. Umbis. Isa. Alamas. Rogan? Alamas.
Join me. Give me some stone.
Lare. Alama Isa.
Give me some stone.
Alamas. Rogan? Some Alamas. Rogan? Alamas. Rogan? Isa. Alama. Isa. Alama. Isa. Alama. Isa. Somas. Oklema. Alama. Isa.
Give me some stone.
Isa. Oklema.